Thanks for tuning in. And today I am going to answer a question that somebody had. They said, I'm just interested in the basics of what is spirituality. So understanding some of the basic principles. Now this is just my ideas, and your ideas can be found within. And so everybody may have a different idea of the spiritual principles. So just see if they resonate with you, and you may want to try them out, just on for size. So what is spirituality? What it is to me is 5 things. It's coming from the heart. So that's number 1, and that's being heart-centered, heart open and heart-centered. Moving from the head down into the heart in life, and in ways that you are loving and compassionate and interfacing with the world, and remembering to do that more often. Number 2 is introspection. So instead of seeing everything out there into the world and how everything affects us, this is about how we show up and being interested, sincerely interested in understanding who we are in the matter and how we showed up is introspection, and that's a spiritual aspect, which leads into the path of life as growth. So there's many different goals in the path, journey of life. And so there can be the goal of finding the true love, finding the one, and there's goals in making yourself as successful as possible, and making yourself as happy as possible. And those are all wonderful goals. But when we are trying to get our needs met, we may get them, we may not get them. We may be happy, we may be disappointed. If you move through life with the purpose of learning lessons and therefore growing, you will always get a lesson, positive and negative. You will always learn something out of it, and you'll be able to grow. And you can truly say, everything serves my highest good, if you're on the path of growth. This is the 4th one, selfless service. So if you happen to have a career where you're in service, you are on a very high path, and a path that will enrich you and clear your karma and really make people feel good. But if you don't particularly have that type of a job, you can just do that in life with people. Be there for people, show up, and people will feel that. And that is a spiritual path. And the final one is meditation. And meditation can take on many forms. However, there is really no true substitute for the stilling, calming presence that you can find when you sit in the classic sitting style of meditation, even if it's for a little bit. Meditation does so much for you. It clears and calms and grounds us. It stills the voice and the ego, and it calms down the dramas of life, and it restores and renews every cell and every tissue of your body. It synchronizes left and right brain and drops you into perfect tempo and for perfect timing, and it obviously is just very relaxing, but it also brings you into contact with that source, that ever-present life force and source involved in everything. So you can also take a walk in nature and do a variety of things where you feel like you're in the zone. And in the zone sometimes is when your mind is calm and clear and not thinking, and you're concentrating on something, and you're meditating by doing what you love. It could be golfing, it could be, a variety of things. But try to sit even for about 5 or 10 minutes a day if you can, and notice and cultivate what's possible, because there's so much good in that. So once again, my list, try it if it serves, to answer what is spirituality, is open-hearted, self-introspective, life is a path for growth, find some way to serve selflessly, and meditate. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. We'll talk to you later. And you've been listening to Spiritual Talks with Cindy White, and you're awesome.